Hey y'all, Ritz Gaming coming back at you again with another Watcher of Realms video, and today we got a really exciting update. This dropped yesterday, maybe, or the day before. I haven't had a chance. Life has been busy, but we are very excited to see that Dahlia is finally coming. We have her guaranteed summoning. It's actually going to be here on Wednesday. If you take a look at the event calendar, boom, there she is, the Witch's Call. She's going to be the guaranteed summon for this weekend, 250 summons. You are guaranteed to get her. If you've not experienced one of these before, she's a limited hero, which means she's only available during this event. And when you summon, if you don't get her within 250, she's guaranteed to be your 250th summon. Very exciting. Her range is very interesting. Let's open up the gallery, see if she's in there for us already. She is a cultist mage. Doesn't look like she's here yet. That's okay. It is very exciting, though, to see that she's coming this weekend. We'll be able to get her. We have the Witch's Call preview here. The whole event seems like it's very exciting. The dragon, it looks dragon boss challenge mode, very similar to the one that was around for Lust, which was a ton of fun. I thought it was a new challenge, something exciting. And you had to ramp up basically to get this 40k score. I don't know if it's blood or what kind of marker they're using for this one, but you get to 40k damage basically, and you get the max amount of these units that you can spend in the shop. Very exciting. Yeah, 40k damage it looks like. The Death's Blossom, her exclusive artifact. Very cool that you can actually buy this from the shop. There's a 7-day sign-in giving you rewards. This is going to be 10 summoning crystals, which is something. It helps you on your way to getting Dahlia. 2 ancients and a legendary summon is great. I mean, any free stuff, why not? Borders, there's actually 2 hidden quests when it comes to borders. One is, I believe, collect 10 borders and you can get it from the shop. And another one is you switch your border, I think it's 50 times. You go back and forth. You go between 2. It doesn't make a difference. And eventually you'll get it. Free diamonds. Why not? You can do some kind of, maybe it's a thorn, maybe it's a one of her vines, not sure, but get the new avatar if you'd like. Maybe it's a swan, not sure. Get Esme. Unfortunately, with the poison nerf, she's less viable, but okay. And if you're into chat bubbles, cool, you can get that too. Then they have the anniversary sneak peek. This is a lot of freebies. Very exciting. New guild boss is going to be awesome. Different modes that you're going to have to switch between. It's going to give a very new challenge, the Titanic Ruins Semra. Just something new to the game, something difficult that end game players can look forward to. Very exciting. The 7-day crystals, the sign-in, they're including in this process. I guess it's just it's like a month leading up to the anniversary. Very exciting. Reward upgrades, cool. New rewards, better rewards is always nice. They're not saying where or what it's for, but very exciting for that. Exclusive Dahlia Anora. Everyone has been excited to see Anora and her kit and what's going on. She's limited. The fact that they're coming so close together, the 12th and then the 27th, they're coming only 15 days apart, is crazy. It doesn't look like she's going to be a 150. She'll probably be a 250. So hopefully anyone summoning for Dahlia will get her early, and then you can save for Anora. I hope you're able to get both of them. They look both like they're very strong heroes. Dahlia, yes, her range is weird. There's plenty of CCs out there who have done a kit breakdown for her. I do not have the test server. I can't do a kit breakdown, but we can talk about things that we know. We know that her range is straight ahead. It's kind of like Valkyra or Ardea, except she's a platform unit, which makes her very interesting. There are some maps where this is a very viable thing, where the guys come down directly. And in fact, I think in some of the newer maps, this might actually be something helpful. So if you're looking here on the right side where there's 3 entrances that they come out, she can actually cover those and do massive damage to the guys who just kind of sit there for a minute, which is great. There's on the left, there's a single tile. Here, we can even actually go into it. I'll show you using an example here. Just for the heck of it, I'm just going to go in and show you what I mean. So if you place her here, she will cover the tiles that we're covering there, plus the next one. And if you have her all the way promoted, it might be she'll actually cover the next tile over, which is very exciting. The tile right behind Mari in this case, which is very cool. She'll be able to do that. There's a few places she'll be able to cover straight down and cover that, which is also great. Now, is she the best in slot? Maybe not. Maybe this is better. In fact, I know for a fact this might be stronger because it covers all of them, all of those tiles plus extra, but she still has options. And if you look, for instance, she'll cover straight down like this, and these guys kind of just come out and then, oh, these guys don't sit there. But if you look, they're walking straight down. So for instance, put her here, and she's going to do damage to these guys straight down. And she's actually quite a good magic damage dealer. So she might be viable in a few situations like this. Her blooms cause slow and poison. Very cool. And I think in the new content that they just put out, she's actually viable over here. To some extent, at least, she's viable probably in coming content. It's actually very exciting to see that she is coming. And when it comes to Anora, I'm actually very excited for her kit. She's a summoner. She summons this little dragon called Labor. If you have Ymeret, the dragon, then you get Labor Ice. Very interesting kit. Summoning seems like it's going to become a new thing. I'm very interested in seeing how that works out and seeing how we get new mechanics in the game. It's something that interests me a lot. Anyone who's seen some of my videos before, I'll link my video, for instance, to Gear Raid 3, where I highlight basically Laurel's passive. Laurel's passive is something that's been slept on a lot, but it gives massive damage boost for 9 seconds, I think it is. But Helga is going to be a shard summon, which is awesome to have a shard summon for a legendary. I think last time we had that was Alistair when I first logged into the game. I'm on day 160 something, and we haven't had that since then. We're talking 6 months we haven't had that. So shard summon for Helga, which is exciting because she's strong. Another fusion summon for Micah. She looks like she's going to be awesome for shield breaking. New skins. I'm not sure why they're doing this for Idril's skin. I really like the fact that she has this like kind of regal, almost elven royalty vibe in her original. I don't know why they're going with the more lust approach with this one. Wrath looks like they're going much more with the arrogance approach. And Oleg, they just kind of painted him gold. So less exciting. New mounts, kind of cool. It says extra rewards. Not sure what that means. I heard some of the leak boys saying that it's probably going to be like 2 extra meteorites, which doesn't sound exciting. But if they give 2 extra meteorites for every meteorite drop, that's actually huge because they do it in sets of 18. So now if you're getting sets of 20 as you go, it used to be that you ended up with 200 something. You could end up with 300 in the end with that. It could give you a lot of extra drops. your annual review could be really cool. Here's your most used heroes. Here's your damage that you put out. Here's the enemies, how many enemies you killed. That could be very cool if it's done right. New feature. It doesn't say what. It's got this tower concept. It looks like it's all the wording is blurred out, so we can't see what they're doing there. But very exciting to get new content. I'm hoping that Dahlia in particular really shines in this content, and it's going to show that her range is actually goated in some of this, meaning she's going to be the best in slot for some of these places. I hope so, because I really like cool new content where you can highlight a hero that everybody rags on for any reason. I'm very into synergies and things like that, highlighting synergies, highlighting different concepts in a kit that people kind of sleep on. I'm very interested in that, interested to see what they bring to the table. Dahlia, as they show here, is amazing in Gear Raid 1. If you haven't beaten Gear Raid 121 yet, she could be your ticket. And they have a ton of new heroes coming. Magda looks amazing. And with a knockback mechanic, I am super excited because that will help massively, I believe, in Gear Dungeon 2. We need people with that penetration increase. That's actually going to be amazing. Having penetration is just incredible in this game. Ignoring defense is just so useful. Damage increase is always useful. And knockbacks, I really hope to see a multi-knockback thrust. Her range is cool. I think her range extends at max level. Nope, that's okay too. I'm very excited to see what they do with how they do her. Another cultist fighter actually is awesome that we have that opportunity for a cultist fighter. People are kind of stuck on cultist 12 because you have to have 3 fighters. And unless you have Uridin or what's his face? Unless you have Uridin or Cerberus here, who I don't have, but I happen to have Uridin. So I was able to beat Cultist 12 with his help. Actually, Uridin makes it very easy. But unless you have Uridin or Cerberus, who are legendaries, you're stuck. It's one of the issues that people are running into in a bunch of the faction trials. Faction trials, Infernals is really hard. 2 healers. I don't even think I have 2 healers. Infernal healers. Do I have infernal healers? Let's even see. I do not have infernal healers. I have 1. Nope, I have 2. Because Autumn technically counts as a healer and Dolores counts as a healer. So if you have them, you're good. But for the Esoteria order, you have to have 2 healers. I'm lucky enough that my only 2 Lego healers are these 2 in the esoteric order. Thankfully, Lily here is going to be added to the Esotericist. She's going to be dual faction, so people will finally be able to pass the Esotericist 12 with the double healers. I happen to be lucky with that. Infernal Blast is not so bad for the healers because thankfully Autumn, it counts as a healer, keep her. But the Cultist Fighters is difficult. The Northern Throne, people have been waiting for ages for Shamir. I cannot beat 12 with 3-star 12 without him. Just waiting to see until he comes in. I was really hoping to see a new mage for the North Throne. It looked like for a little bit that our new North Throne mage was actually going to be Honora, which is unfortunate that she's not. It's unfortunate. I think they've added way too many mages for cultist and esoteric. They need to start adding different types of healers into different types of things. So Adding in another cultist fighter is very exciting. Adding in another northern mage would be amazing. Adding in an infernal, the esoteric healer that is a good call. Thank you, Muntan, for dual factioning Lily. That's great. That'll be useful. But that kind of thing is going to be huge, and I hope very soon that they add another Northern Mage or they dual faction someone. I think that honestly, when it comes down to it, all the Ice people, Boreas could be dual faction with them. I don't have him, so it wouldn't help me, but I think that Anora would probably be even better as a Northerner. Not sure. It's just my opinion. Maybe Northern Cultist combo because she's got a lot of CC, which fits nicely with the crowd control of the Cultists. Let's see here. Cultists. But you can see people are often stuck in a lot of these because of that exact point that you don't have a particular hero that you need for those. But very exciting news. Very excited for the upcoming events. Save your summons as much as you can. I recommend summoning for Dahlia. I think she'll be extremely good. She's very strong. And if you look at her, not her awakenings, but at her max level attack, it's decent. It's very decent for a mage. 4100 is not too bad. If we go to the gallery here and we look, for instance, at Comet, who's the GOAT, he's the man. He only has 4600, and he's like one of the best damage dealers in the game. For sure when it comes to AoE, but that's all he's there for. Everyone knows Boreas is amazing. He's got 4600. The fact that he's at the same level as Comet is incredible because he also has a ton of crowd control. So and anti-heal. So Boreas, anyone who's upset that they nerfed Boreas, I understand how they did it was not good, but they really balanced him. I think he was insane before. Now they balanced him. The fact that he still does as much damage as Comet, he's incredible. No one should be upset when they pull him. And honestly, anyone who had him did not need to reset him, even though they gave a reset. I'm very excited for the Narvis buff. I actually used him in faction trials. He's the reason I was able to beat the faction trials for the Esotericists. And I haven't pushed Nightmare yet, but I'm sure he'll be instrumental in beating that. And he's going to have a summon, which is going to work great. It's going to synergize great with our new hero, Anora. I'm very excited for these updates. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. If you don't like what I'm doing, you have suggestions, please let me know. I'm very up for constructive criticism. Let's keep it constructive criticism. Let's avoid any toxicity, I think people like to call it, on the channel. I like to keep things positive. I like to keep things growing. Let's help each other out. Any suggestions for me, constructive criticism, I'm totally down to hear it. Let me know what you think, and any videos that you have suggestions for, hit me up. I did a no Dolores, no Idril combo for Gear Raid 3. I'll link it in the description. Go check that out. And it's basically, it really is a highlight for Laurel here. And her passive, it's a slept on thing, but her 20% damage increase for 8 seconds is so massive, and it helps so much. If you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. See you guys in the next one.